welcome to the Gen X Glam Station here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It is great to meet you. If you're coming back to the channel, welcome back, especially those of you who have been supporting me through my vacation break, who tuned into some of my on the road mobile glam videos. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and it is great to be back at my glam station. Granted, my glam station is a total mess, and I have been having panic attacks right and left because I can't remember what I haven't unpacked and what I put in a drawer before I went on vacation. Like seriously, like serious panic attacks. Like this guy right here. I don't know if you remember, I pulled the trigger and cashed in hundreds of thousands of my PC Optimum points to buy this triple lifting serum from Guerlain. I had been using my little minis and finally pulled the trigger and wanted to use it yesterday when I got ready for work, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, okay, don't panic. Kind of preoccupied me all day while I was at work. Like, I didn't leave that. I knew I didn't bring this on vacation because I remember saying, Self, don't bring this on vacation because you don't want to leave. You would cry. You would cry for a very long time if you left this thing in a hotel or, you know, somewhere on vacation stranded. So I knew I left it at home. I found it this morning. I went to bed pretty stressed about it. Then I woke up this morning and I couldn't find my NARS under eye brightener. My Huda coulda always comes through for me. Like, you know, color corrector, my Guerlain coral blush that I brought on vacation it's been like a staple. And I was freaking out. And then opened up, I have duffel bags all over the house, went back through all the duffel bags and found this little thing right here. This has got my holy grails in it. Because I so much glam everywhere because I've been buying glam. I've been getting gifted glam from family, and this has like my holy grail, like the sunscreen I used all summer, the Charlottes Tilbury SPF 50 sunscreen primer, almost gone. Used that all summer. Obviously, my NARS under eye brightening cream. I had some travel glow recipe serum and dewdrops, and I mean this was the one here that I was crying over this morning. I'm like, if I can't find it, God, these little Guerlain blushes, they're so pretty, and they have like this. I think all the Guerlain products have a scent. So if you're thinking about investing in Guerlain, you know, go to the store, sample them to make sure that the scent doesn't bother you. To me, it's just very light and fresh and lovely. But I was going to be really sad because there's a huge possibility that I could have left this in many different places because it has moved around through several bags. Anyway, I found my Holy Grail bag. All is well. I found my serum. I know there are real problems in the world. Please, I know there are, but for me, I was so bummed. And I already started this video. You'll never see or hear what I said in the video. A little bit of what I've just recapped for you, but we had an invader. I've got beef stroganoff going on upstairs, and I had to delegate sort of the tail end of the cooking. So I've got about 15 or 20 minutes to bang this video out and just say, hey, what's up? I've been putting on I'm going into my nighttime routine here. I've already cleaned my face. I used my Charlottes Tilbury dual goddess cleansing ritual. I love this. This helps take away some of the dirt and the grime and the makeup of the day. And this is sort of like a charcoal based, nice exfoliator. This is a great duo. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it. I'm sort of in this phase of there's 6 months left of the year. And I talked about this before I went on vacation. I'm trying to get through stuff that's already open, you know, so that I can just cycle through all the glam. There are going to be giveaways coming up this month in August, a couple off the top of my head. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts right now because I need to go through, unpack everything and figure out what those are going to be. There's definitely going to be a Charlottes Tilbury skincare giveaway. That's an item that I bought it's a fantastic bundle. I'm already giving away a spoiler. There's probably going to be a PLouise giveaway as well going on this month in August. But let's just get into this video. I just wanted to do some get on ready with me skincare, and I wanted to unbox 2 PLouise mystery boxes that were waiting for me when I got back. Indeed, one is my subscription. I think it's the July subscription. And the other one is a mystery box that I bought on July 31st. I don't know who tuned in on July 31st to the PLouise live TikTok event. It was a 12-hour event. Like every 30 minutes, she's giving away like iPhones, she's giving away iPads, she's giving away Louis Vuitton products and the Holy Grail things she was giving away. And I couldn't really figure out how you got in on these giveaways. I just kept pressing like likes and stuff. She ended up getting, I wrote this down, over their 12 hours, they sold 2 products per second and they got 150 million likes. So I think it might have been something record breaking. But what I wanted to do, and I just kept pressing like for, was to try to get myself in the giveaway for like a year-long PR delivered to my door. Can you imagine? Have you seen some, like me, I know you watch other videos. Have you seen some of the PR that PLouise sends out? It's decadent. It is beyond over the top. Whatever is past over the top, that's what her PR stuff is. But I don't think I want anything. But during the live event, she did mark down one of her mystery bundles. And so I picked it up, but I'm concerned that the mystery bundle I bought might be the same as the July subscription box. So we're going to find out. Let's just quickly finish my skincare. To recap, because it's in the video that you did not see, I used my Guerlain toner. I used the Guerlain triple lifting serum before I put the serum. After I put the toner, I used some of my Guerlain Belle Royale youth water oil, because that just drinks up everything you put on top of it. I put on my under eye cream from Guerlain, and I was just getting ready to put on my face cream from Guerlain Le Creme when the invader came, and he very well could come back. Like, I gave him pretty good instructions on what's left to do for this dinner. I mean, basically it's boil and mashed potatoes, and then I'll come up and I'll make the stroganoff sauce, and it's going to be delicious. This is one of my kids' favorite meals, and it's been unpacking sort of nightmare. They cut the grass today for me. It was like a jungle. I didn't let Zena could not go out in that grass in her tethered little thing I screw into the ground, or 20-foot leash, until that grass was cut. Honestly, there could have been snakes in there. There could have been stuff in there, ticks, now that you've seen Zena, those of you that supported me through summer vacation and watched my mobile glam videos, you might have gotten a glimpse of Zena, my little orange, non-affectionate yet super intelligent cat. Anyway, so Zena's happy. She got to go outside today. Let's just let that sit. I am going to do one more step in my skincare. I don't know if you recall, before I went on vacation, in addition to buying this lovely coral powder blush from Guerlain, I got this and my triple lifting serum. My goodness, this product that was a splurge, even though, I cashed in almost all of my bonus redemption points. But then I had gift cards too. And that day I got it was 20 times points or something ridiculous like that. And I didn't realize they would count that on my gift cards. They counted that like cash. So I accumulated more points from that purchase, enough so that I could go in and use another 100,000 points to get a really good deal on this Shiseido. This is like their Vital Perfection line. Anti-sagging, last step in your skincare, like lotion. So we're gonna put that on. I wanted to use that pretty religiously over vacation, but to be honest with you, and because I've told you before, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as good as I wanted to be on my nighttime skincare routine, but I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup. So I was focusing on skincare, and I was focusing on making sure I was SPF'd up, and like all my colleagues are like, oh, you have this great summer glow. It looks very natural. I did not lay out. It was a vacation in the sense I was off work, but I was busy. We threw this epic party for my kids' graduation party. It required cleaning out this huge barn. Like, when I say huge barn, I mean, like you could have a dance in there, invite like 100 people and you'd still have room. You'd still be like, you wouldn't be hitting elbows with anybody. So anyway, it was a big lift, you know, working out in the yard too and playing some tennis and pickleball. So it was all like, you know, sort of some natural coloration. And I was very conscious about wearing the sunscreen. So it, you know, a little bit of bronzer here and there, a little bit of my coral, you know, powder blush from Guerlain, a little bit of my creamy blush. I was having such a good time using that beauty company brand from the Dollar General, just exploring that. I had a concealer I bought from them that I liked using. So I brought entirely too much glam with me on vacation, man. Next year, I'm gonna like tone that down because I ended up accumulating. All right, anyway, let's get into this PLouise, but there's so much more to share, you know, I feel like, but then is it all overcome by events? You know, I'm off from vacation. Are we moving on? Are we moving on to what's, you know, let's not get stuck in the past. Let's move forward and get into some current news. Yeah, I think so. But there are a few stories, and one in particular I want to tell because I'm just clearing the space. Do you hear all of this? This is Glam Station in front of me. Look at what's left of my Guerlain. This was the orange. I always look at it because I forget. Like, I shouldn't forget, right? Look how much I've used. Like, I should know what scent I'm using. The Orange Soleil. I went to Shoppers today, and it's like the last day of a bonus redemption. So I didn't have my ducks in a row to repurchase this, but I'm definitely going to get another one. I'll wait for the next bonus redemption. Tomorrow's 20 times points day. So I have my eye on some other things. Anyway, one cool story that I definitely want to share tonight because I want to ask people's opinion on it. Yeah, it's about talking to people, strangers in the drugstore aisle, which I don't know. It just happens to me. I either initiate conversation or other people initiate conversation. I end up talking to people. I think I've shared a few stories about that in the past. So I was in Walmart with a family group, and I had already I'm trying to get this open. I had already done my part, and so I had time to kill. I was waiting for the rest of the group to catch up with me. So of course, I went over to the beauty aisle. I was just hanging out, checking out the e.l.f. And this lady was over here looking in Maybelline. She was looking at these, you know, I bought this on Prime Day because mine was getting a little bit gunky. This is in the shade 120. I always keep 160 in stock because that's like sort of the peachy one that I like to use to color correct sometimes. But so this was in shade 120. So this was a restock, got it on Prime Day. So this is what she was looking at. She's over there looking at Maybelline. I was looking at e.l.f. So we were kind of like kitty quarters to each other. And I'm looking at e.l.f. I just happened to look over my shoulder. We catch each other's eye. And she's like, excuse me. She's like, do you know anything about these concealers? I was like, well, sure. You know, like, yeah, I know a little bit about them. Like, you know, I've used them. What's your question? This lady. Ooh, this is fun. We got more eyelashes, people. More eyelashes are coming out in future Gen X Glam giveaways. Looks like we got, what is this? PLouise base. All right, so she's given us a base. This was a freebie, and I don't have my glasses on. I don't know what shade this is. I would be very interested to find out. All right, we're putting on some glasses, people. I don't normally do this. I don't even know if they're clean. All right, here we go. We've got wow, this must have been like a base theme because we've got, this looks like a kind of a cool peachy base. This looks like a bronzier base. There's several of these in here. Wow, here, look at all of these. These, I'm not going to open them, but I think that they're like creamy base products. And then we got the original Rumor in here. I'm not even sure. I want to open this up and see what, tools, people. We have tools. This is Michaela on the back. Does everybody know who Michaela is? Does everybody know who Michaela Niguera is? I can say it like that because it's a Portuguese last name. I lived in Brazil for 6 years, so I have a decent understanding of how to pronounce words in Portuguese. But she's an influencer out there. She's got like 10 million TikTok followers. I've learned a lot from her, actually. And she's a big advocate of PLouise. And she was actually in e.l.f. news. e.l.f. made her CEO for a day. It was cute. And she relaunched. When she was CEO for a day, the shtick was she relaunched her lip duo from her wedding from last year that sold out almost immediately. It's like a lip liner and a nude lipstick. That's coming in a giveaway because I bought 2 of those. Let's see. 1 for me, 1 for you guys. Rumor Base Shade 2. So I have 2.5. Super. And then all of these other, like, other bases. What do we have here? Oh, dear. I think this might be eyeliners, but a lot of glitter. I'm not even going to open that up, but can you see through there? That is glitter, my friends. And an epic palette. The Ultimate Chocolate Palette. What's going on with this? I have so many PLouise palettes, guys. I feel like I've been pretty generous with my PLouise giveaways. I just have more than I'm ever going to use. I'm not going to subscribe again when my 6-month subscription is done. I'm not subscribing again for PLouise. I feel like I'm so happy that I have done the subscriptions over the past year because I have a really good feel of her entire product line, really. So when I want to restock, I know these subscription boxes are great for... Look at that. That's beautiful. I will use a lot of this because these are my earthy tones. But yeah, I've given a lot away, right? No need to resubscribe. I know what I like from PLouise, what I might want to try, you know, when it comes out, when she comes out with new launches of stuff, especially these, like, these base products. Yeah. All right. So let's get into... Let's get into the next PLouise, but I have to finish my story. All right, so I'm looking at Elf. She's looking at these, you know, these eraser dealio-yos. And she's asking me, do I know anything about this concealer? And I'm like, well, yes, I do. What is your question? She didn't want to put the concealer on her face, guys. She had eczema on her arms. And she said that when the eczema flares up, she gets these like purple bruises. And I looked at her arm, and look, my kid had some eczema. My ex-husband had eczema. Like, I get it. Like, I know about eczema. And she's right. She did have eczema there going on there, and she did have a pretty severe case. And she said when she goes out, she likes to cover it up. But and I looked, and guys, it was very dry, and I could tell what she had done. I don't think she would have primed it. Like, you don't think about like priming your arm, right? Like when you don't really think about, I don't think about putting body makeup on. So I don't think she would have primed her arm. I think she just took a foundation and went like that over it, but it was just cakey. Like, you know how it can get like on your face too, right? That's why it's so important to put on the skincare. So you get that nice blend, right? Your makeup sits on top of it really nice. So I had to process that for a second, guys, because I really wanted to help her when she was like looking at those concealers, which I have used these for a while, know all about them, familiar with them, going in with this Shiseido Vital Protection so I can do its magic overnight and make my face mitigate the sagging, the anti-sagging product. Anyway, I really wanted to help her. I had to take a step back. I had to take a mental step back because I could tell in her face she was genuinely in genuine need of advice, right? She's asking a stranger. I smile a lot in public, so I probably looked pretty inviting. Anyway, I said to her, this is an interesting question. I've never really thought about this before. I said, but let's think about it. I said, if you're trying to cover something up on your face, like let's take, for example, under eye, you know, circles, purples, blues, whatever you got going on under your eye, you're going to use a color corrector. So I told her, I'm like, okay, if I were you, I said, I'm not an expert, but I do have some experience, you know, trying out a lot of different makeup products. I'm like, I would tackle this problem. Like I would tackle covering up, you know, the blue circles or purple circles under my eye. So I knew that like a yellow neutralizes purple, but I double checked it. I'm like, I think what you need to do is you need to go in the direction of, you need to find a color corrector for purple. I said, I think that it's yellow, but let me check it out for you. Google. Yes, yellow. She was fair toned. If you have a darker tone, it's more of like a peachy or not a peachy, but like an orangier color. So she was fair. She was pretty fair skinned. So I said, you should get a yellow color corrector and then go over that with a concealer or a foundation one, you know, that you like. I said, but you need to prime that area. It looks very dry to me. I asked her, I'm like, do you have like, you know, a cream that you typically use for your eczema? And she said she had a medicated one. And she said she had a medicated one. She uses twice a week. And then she also has like a moisturizing cream that she puts on there that works for her. So I said, okay, you can try this. I said, you can, you know, prime the area, right, that you wanna color correct. Get yourself a yellow color corrector. We were by e.l.f., right? Because remember I told you I was looking at e.l.f., she was looking at Maybelline. I said, e.l.f. makes a great color corrector. It's $4. If it doesn't work for you, you're not out very much. I looked down, pull the yellow one off, give it to her. And she was just so thankful. And so then I was thinking, you know, like I have these random conversations with people in drugstore aisles, and I was telling like the whole car the story on the way home. Of course, they were like, oh, you're in your glory. Oh, you're Gen X glamming it in Walmart. I mean, I really helped her. Like, I feel like I helped her. I don't know if it worked, but yellow corrects purple. Prime the area just like you would do your face. Do your little spot color correcting to minimize that purple coloring, and then go over it, blend in some of your, you know, foundation or spot concealer, and go from there. I don't know. What do you guys think? What did I do okay? Anyway, so my husband's like, you know what you need? He's like, you need a QR code. And I was like, a QR code? And my son's like, I can make you a QR code. And I was like, I can make my own. I went to the app store, found the QR code app. I created a QR code for Gen X Glam. My son said he could make me like little QR codes, business cards for Gen X Glam. So I guess the next time I'm in a drugstore aisle, I can just be like, here, this is my brush. Pretend it's my phone. If you liked this advice and you want to see more from me, Mom in the basement, here's my QR code. What do you think? I think that people might think I'm a little bit silly if I do that, but I don't know. I really hope. Okay, first of all, did not get the same box because after I bought that mystery bundle on the live TikTok PLouise Screamfest, let me just make a side comment here, guys. I was watching it intermittently throughout the 12 hours, but they were so high energy. What Red Bull, I do not know how these people were like little engines that just could and could not stop. Loud, yelling over each other. It didn't give me a headache, but it was like, it was intense. Like every 30 minutes, the iPhones, I really wanted to win that PR, be on the PR list for a year, but whatever. But I was worried. I was like doing the math. This is July 31st. Okay, I know that my July subscription box came, and when you order a mystery box on PLouise, they say on there, like, if you're ordering two, there's you will probably get the same stuff. And so I was like, all right, what do we got here? The cheek of it. This is not the same one. That one that I just opened, I'm super excited and happy about it. Oh, that's pretty. That is really, really pretty. See that pinkish? Like, it's not like a bright pink. It's sort of a matte pink. That looks pretty. What is this going to be? Oh, it's going to be a... Guys, there's so much. Like, there's not enough time in the day for me to hang out here and try all my glam and share it with you. What is this? Ear lines. Oh, it's a brush set. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little brush set. What is this? Oh, it looks like it's a lip, improves dry and damp lips. Oh, it's a lip scrub. Do not have a PLouise lip scrub. Digging it. What is this? Oh, another for the cheek of it. Let's see what color this is. Sugar Daddy. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I had a little bit. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go make that beef stroganoff gravy. Is it the same? Can't be. Looks similar. Nope. The first one I showed you is on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, that's very interesting. I don't know. They look pretty darn similar to me. I guess this one looks a little bit. They both look pretty matte. This is a lighter pink. These look really interesting. And then You Rock My World. Oh, I love, you guys know I've talked about vinyl. I collect vinyl records. What is this? A water activated paint palette? What does that mean? I don't know which one of these was the July subscription. Jeanette, you're going to have to help me on Discord, please. If you're watching this, what did you get in July? And did you already share it? And have I already forgotten? And if so, I apologize. And Barb W., it is great to see you. Thank you for reaching out and saying what's up. I am happy to be back and say hello to everyone. New subscribers. I know we haven't gotten too many recently because I have not been active. What? I can't get this out. I don't want to break it. New subscribers, if I haven't welcomed you, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that maybe you've gone through the Gen Glam archives and you're digging what you see, and you're going to share with your friends what we have going on here. It's just really great to see everyone again. Now I'm starting to ramble. Here it is. This is shaped like a record. I can't give this away because, like I said, I love records. But what is in this thing? What is in this thing? Holy cow. Look at that. These creams? No, it's powder. This is a pretty massive palette. Oh, I love this mirror. This is fantastic. I'm super excited. Listen, I gotta go. I have to go finish the food. The kid's probably like, Mom, Mom. He doesn't want to be an invader, but this was some really cool stuff. I want to do a get ready with me, maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure. Spoiler alert, there's so much to share. Listen, MCO Beauty, for those of you that are following the story, have watched other videos, my videos, other people's videos on MCO Beauty, thought they were coming to Ulta. They are not in Ulta. At least they were not in my Ulta. I went to my Ulta. The girl had never even heard of it. I was like, what? I told that story in another video. So then I started reading more news. MCO Beauty is in Kroger stores in the US. I checked my local Kroger store like 2 days before I left, and all of it, sure enough, there it was, and it was all 50% off. I scored big. So I want to do a video on that. That's coming up. I am so excited to catch up more with everyone, but I have to go make my beef stroganoff gravy and yeah, and start locking things down for the night. But it's great to see everyone wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you are well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.